Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Thursday, March 26th. March 26th. It is my um, 32nd anniversary of being married to a very, very good man. Hey, Darrell. Hey, Patricia, you coming in? I just heard him walk by. So I don't know when he has clients, but good morning, good afternoon for all who are jumping on with me. Good morning, YouTube. Okay, not going to be very long. I just figured that, what stands me and for all who are married, I think, as a matter of fact, Darrell, did y'all just celebrate your anniversary? Anyway, why, thank you, classmate. Um, how do you get to 32 years? And let me just say this. I think it's important that we recognize it's not just about racking up the numbers. Like, okay, we headed on to 20. We made it to 21. And you're struggling and you're miserable and you're unhappy the whole 21 or 19 and a half of the 20. So I think it is about what you do along the way. Thank you. What are you doing along the way to make the marriage, to make the relationship something absolutely beautiful? First of all, there are a couple of things I just want to very quickly throw out. Okay. I knew it was. I thought you were 36, and you are. First of all, we need to know marriage is work. I'm like, roll your sleeves up and put in the work kind of relationship because it's literally bringing two people from two completely different walks of life. I don't care if you've known each other since grade school, since preschool. It is still two sets of values and two thoughts and two sets of ideals and two sets of dreams and two sets of fears that you're trying to merge and establish somewhat a solid foundation. And so that just means it's going to be work. And I think too often we go into I think back to, oh my goodness, I think back to when we were first married. Just I'm only talking about Holly. There was just so much I did not know. I'm talking about marriage. So many things I didn't know about marriage and what it would take. Um, but I do know this that from this is Dr. Kelly's perspective, right? It's just my perspective. And from my perspective, there has to be three in the marriage. There has to be a committed husband, a committed wife, and a God who is always faithful. And if you leave out any one of those three aspects, I don't think it's going to be, hey, Sandra, I think it's going to be like going downhill at some point. Good morning. It is going to be so because you can't do this thing. Like I said, you're trying to merge and do this instead of doing this. Um, and so you need to have God very closely. Hey, mother, thank you. You need to have a very, very good, close relationship with the Lord in your marriage. I remember one of the things we always talk about this, if not in between, we definitely always talk about it on our anniversary. The thing the Reverend Jones told us when he was marrying us was, and keep folk out your business. He said that. He said, keep folk out your business, not God. You need to keep him real close in there. Um, a marriage outside of a husband and wife, we probably need to keep him out of our marriage. And so I've never forgotten that. We always talk about it and what it means. And how important it has been through the years. I think, like anything that you're going to be in there for a long time, there are seasons to this thing. And I try to tell, especially young spouses, or when I was working with, my Marines and they were getting married young, look, when they first hit the first road bump, this might just be a winter in your marriage. What comes behind winter? Springs come. And if you can just hold out and not degrade and disrespect each other in the winter, because sometimes it's hard to get back. Sometimes it's difficult to get back, or the winters are stretched, and that makes it for a long time to wait for the spring. But spring comes. Spring will always come behind winter. And so just hold out, hang in there. Make sure that you have a marriage rabbit. A rabbit is someone who's ahead of you, who you can still see, but they're ahead of you. What are they doing very well? I think we need marriage rabbits in our lives. We need parenting rabbits. We absolutely need career rabbits. We need financial rabbits in our life. Well, there is the love of my life. Hello, Ira Kelly. And so we need those. We need to be able to look to others and see how they're doing that thing. Yours will look different. Um, but a guide to see a different perspective, a different way of doing it. Sometimes we don't know that marriages can work and be beautiful and be loving and be a comfort during times like this. I was listening to an news article last night where a member of the coronavirus, and the family members were not allowed to go to the funeral service. Happening all over the place. My cousins, wife of, let me see, we're 32, 36 years, just passed away. And the majority of us who were not already there local, we just had to live stream it. So people are getting married live stream. People are being, homegoing services are live stream, because everything is different. And when times are like this, and lean on and know that they will be there. And so that's a beautiful thing in a marriage. I would, people sometimes say, oh, don't you want to go back to when you were first married? There is no way in this world I would want to go back. I didn't know enough. I did not know. I just did not know enough for me to go back and say, woohoo, yeah, let me turn to those. Because the more you know, the more you know, the more you grow. And marriages will grow and they will change. And I'll take this version all day. This is something else we laugh about often. I did not say, because it was not true, and neither did he, oh, I'm marrying my best friend. No, when I got married to him and he got married to me 32 years ago, we were not each other's best friends. That takes time. It takes seasons before you can truly say that. And we didn't have like a long history behind us. So yeah, now unequivocally, he is my best friend. And so, it's just, yeah, I'm gonna keep you, Ira Kelly. It's just a beautiful thing. So even though our anniversary will be celebrated a little differently this year, just because we don't have as many options, I am one grateful sister. One of the things that I will say that I have learned through the years, one thing that I've learned is that we have to speak our spouse's language. I know there's the 5 love languages out there, and that is true. But I'm saying it and it's not just a spousal. It is absolutely, you're right about that, Sandra. It's not just a spousal thing. We have to learn to speak each other's languages, period. It doesn't matter how passionate you are about it, how right it is, how important it is, how necessary it is for this person to get what you're saying. If I cannot speak it in a way, in a language that they understand, it becomes a moot point. We will continue to do this. But I love her. Doesn't she know that I love her? Oh my goodness, he doesn't know how much he needs to know this. It, it could be the most important, life-saving, life love giving experience that you need to share. Until or if we learn to speak it in a language that they get, we're not going to be able to communicate it with them. I think that's one of the things that I've learned. I don't know, I done learned a lot in 32 years, but that's one that that I think has carried me. You got to learn to speak the other person's language. Okay, so I'm looking at the clock and I have been up here for a minute. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing a few moments with me. Thank you for your gifts of anniversary love being spread our way. I'll meet you here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific for us early birds. Until next time, make this a thoughtful Thursday. And until next time, take real good care of yourselves. Don't get thrown off if you can't celebrate something the way you want to because of our current conditions. Celebrate the person, celebrate the relationship, celebrate the love, and keep it moving.